Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and I'd like to inform you about a class where I'm going to be giving my 2022 predictions. This is a 3-hour class where I'm going to go over every month in detail, give you the information you need to prepare for this year. So when is it? It's December 18th, 12 noon Central Standard Time, and it's a 3-hour class. After I go over all of my predictions for this coming year, then we have a Q&A where you can ask me questions direct. I will be there to answer because this is private and uncensored. We can really get to the nitty-gritty of what's going to be happening in the world concerning the economy, stock market, anything to do with finances, as well as what's going to be happening with this virus. Because you know, in March, Rahu and Ketu are going to shift signs. This is a huge, big deal because wherever Rahu, the north node of the moon, or Ketu, the south node of the moon, wherever they are, really predicts what's happening in the world. These are the points of greatest change, and they're in a sign for a year and a half. Remember, when Rahu and Ketu came into Gemini and Sag, I knew there was going to be a catastrophic event that would change the world forever. They changed into the signs of Gemini and Sag around the end of 2019, and they were there through 2020, which caused the outbreak of the coronavirus, which has really affected our world forever. And I have to say too, there are so many monumental changes that are coming about. Never before has there been so much transition, change, and explosive events ever in history. And this is all coming together, and we have to be cognizant of the weather, astrological weather, of what's happening in our society and our world so that we can make better choices. It's a weather forecast. Remember, if you know what the weather's going to be like, you can prepare. So another thing is, I just wanted to say that 2021 is not over, and I am predicting some enormous events. The grand finale is what I call it. And everything is coming to a boiling point. And yes, there's going to be events this month of December like none other before. You will see. So something's going to give, something's going to happen. And it will particularly be by the end of the month. And I'm looking at basically New Year's Eve when the most explosive event could appear, because that's going to be when Mars transits over the previous eclipse degree. That's 18 degrees of Scorpio. So whenever you have an eclipse, it's not necessarily the day that the eclipse happens, which is December 4th, but it's when that point is set and Mars crosses over that point that we have a catastrophic major event that sets the tone for the future. And that's exactly what happened around February of 2020. Mars crossed over the previous eclipse degree, and that was the time in the United States, basically, that we realized we were facing a pandemic, and the whole world changed. But astrologically, we could see this. And I'm telling you, what's coming in 2022 is revolutionary. And I'm here to really give guidance and answer all your questions. So sign up for my class. We're going to come together. We're going to talk. We're going to really have some conversations of truth about what is here to happen based on the astrology of what's happening in the world. Because, as I said, March is a turning point when Rahu and Ketu change signs, March of 2020. And as I said, I think the pandemic will be pretty much relieved and things are going to be getting back to normal in in one way, but in another way, it will never be the same. And we are going to learn how to adjust to better our lives and to help others. This is a tool for transformation, astrology, and I'm here to give you this tool to help guide you and make your life better through understanding what the planets are telling us and how to adjust and navigate our lives based on the stars. This is such a divine power, and I invite you to come join me and join all my other friends and students to better learn how to use astrology and better learn what we can do about 2022. Because if you remember, I told everyone to invest in Bitcoin because it was going to rise around October and November. And I have to tell you, I have so many clients and students that thank me for that, because so many of them have received great wealth because of a prediction I made. And that's the power of astrology. So come on board and see what this year is going to be like. Join us on December 18th, 2022, 12 noon Central Standard Time. Thank you.